It's Saturday, August 15th, 2020. Wanted to do a video today. It's almost impossible to stop talking about the dangers in regards that we're seeing with this economy and why it is imperative that you are protecting yourselves. I want to let everybody know also, I just uploaded a Patreon video a couple hours ago, so please go over, check that out. If you're not a member of my Patreon channel, please come over. It's like $3, and it really helps the channel, and it allows me a little bit more freedom to talk about some of the social issues that are taking place. Also, on this video later, I'm going to do an unboxing. I just got this from SD Bullion. Purchased this last week. I just got it today, and I want to show you where I'm putting my money. You know, a lot of people out there talk the big game, but they're not doing anything. They're not getting off the couch. They're not putting their money where their mouth is. You know, one thing I will say about myself is I'm not telling anybody to do anything, but I am sharing with all of you what I'm doing. And I'm making sacrifices in my life. I work hard, and the money I earn, I have to be very, very careful with. And I believe that this country is going to witness the biggest economic collapse in world history. So instead of blowing my money on shopping sprees, on big screen TVs, on $1,200 iPhones, or cars, or $400 Nikes, or just things to impress people on social media that I don't even know, that's not me. I'm here to tell you I'm walking the walk. I am buying assets from security to food to water to gold to silver and everything in between. And I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. Because at the end of the day, I truly believe if you're not acquiring a diversified portfolio of assets, and I don't mean stocks and ETFs and bonds and pieces of paper, I mean real assets that you can touch, that you can get to, that you can hold, assets that may save your life down the road. If you're not acquiring this portfolio of assets, you're going to be in very, very big trouble. Would it be fun right now to take a vacation, to go buy a car, to go on a spending spree, to go buy a bunch of new clothes? Yeah, it would. But there's going to be plenty of time for those things. So be very, very cautious with how you're spending your money. Be very patient with spending. This is no time to be complacent. This is the time right now to be hunkering down. You don't need to be impressing anybody. What you need to be doing is making sure that you and your family is protected for what is coming. Let's get into this video. There's so much going on. So I want to start this video and share an article with you that I read this morning on The Hedge. It's titled, "Here's Why the Impossible Economic Collapse is Unavoidable." It's authored by Charles Hugh Smith. I thought the article was spot on. If you get a chance, check it out. But I made some notes here. I'll paraphrase through it. I'll give you the meat and potatoes. But I believe he's spot on. He says a major collapse is viewed as impossible because the federal government can borrow and spend unlimited amounts of money because the federal government can create unlimited amounts of money. The government borrows $1 trillion by selling $1 trillion in treasury bonds. The Fed prints the $1 trillion to buy those bonds. So with this mindset, conventional pundits are predicting rebounds in auto sales and other consumption as consumers are anxious to blow the recent stimulus checks and bonuses and spend like there's no tomorrow. And let me tell you, that is 100% truth right there. He says there's a problem though. Sectors and institutions with high fixed costs such as air travel, resort tourism, healthcare, higher education, local governments, etc., their cost fixtures are so high they're no longer financially viable if they are operating at less than full capacity. And we know right now this economy is nowhere near full capacity. Only getting back to 70% of previous capacity, revenues, tax receipts, etc., dooms them all. And there is no way to cut their fixed costs without fatally disrupting all the sectors that are dependent on them. He goes on to say most operational costs are mandated and cannot be reduced. Union contracts, property taxes, regulatory burdens, tax accounting, debt service, employee health care costs, minimum wages, etc., even commercial rent. Look at restaurants. He uses restaurants as an example in this article. They cannot survive at 50% of capacity because they cannot reduce expenses by 50%. So how is the federal government, how is the Fed going to stop? Yeah, they can print all the money they want. They can put interest rates at zero. They can go negative. But how do they fix the real problem in the economy, all while they're debasing our currency? Even with less customers, you still need a kitchen, a wait staff. You can strip the restaurant to the bare bones. Owners might reduce costs at this point by 15 to 20%. If business rebounds to 80% of pre-levels, the restaurant can survive, but it will not generate a profit. Makes a lot of sense. And this is where we're at today. And this is why we're seeing so many restaurants and businesses collapsing. The restaurant cannot cut the big ticket expenses such as rent, taxes, wages, benefits, tax accounting, insurance, etc. So the restaurant collapses first, then the landlord goes bust next. And that's exactly what's beginning to take place right now. Everyone down the food chain is affected. Local government, the local government tax revenues, employees, landlords, even banks, etc. We look at the big picture: airports, airlines, cruise ships, sports franchises, resorts, malls, local governments, venues, theaters, hospitals, universities. All of these and many more cannot reconfigure at 50% of previous capacity. So very, very interesting article, and this is where we're all heading, and this is why it's so important to be protecting yourself and protecting your family financially, because there is no stopping this train. This is a locomotive now that has run off the tracks. The damage is going to be unimaginable, and all you can do right now is brace for the impact. And the only way you can do that is by protecting yourself the best that you can. So, take this weekend. If you're getting a stimulus check, if you get a bonus, if you got unemployment money, set something aside and be protecting yourself, because when this thing hits, it is going to be like getting hit by a freight train. CNBC today, it's nerve-wracking. Millions of Americans are still furloughed and unsure when they will return to work. Many of these people are never returning to work. And I think that a lot of people are now beginning to realize this, and they're getting alarmed because according to this next article on CNBC, there's going to be a lot of angry people despite the president's tweets. Americans still face weeks before more stimulus money arrives. So who gets the unemployment benefits and when do they get it is completely unknown. Millions of Americans will also have to wait for their second stimulus checks. $1,200 per individual, $2,400 for a married couple. Household could get up to $3,400. If Congress signs off on these stimulus checks in September, Americans may not see their money until October. So August 15th, today, and people may not be seeing this money until October. Let me tell you, this is a runaway freight train. It is off the tracks right now. And I'm telling you, this is going to be a very dark time in U.S. history. And this is why I've been making these videos now for a couple years, trying to warn all of you. And I know that 98% of the people watching this video have been preparing, are well prepared, many more prepared than I am myself. But I'm doing the best that I can. And if you're watching this video today, you need to do the best that you can. And just because you don't have a lot of money doesn't mean that you can't prepare. Time is of the essence right now. And again, don't go out and be blowing your stimulus check or your bonus money, whatever you get. You need to be very prudent here. You need to be hunkering down, because this collapse is going to be unforgiving. So, as I said in the opening of this video, you got to walk the walk. It's easy to just talk the big game, but it's harder to actually, put your money where your mouth is, because there's a lot of other things out there that would be more fun to do right now. I'll tell you that, especially with all the negativity, everything that's taking place. Yeah, it'd be fun to go on a vacation. It'd be fun to go somewhere and just take it easy. But look, this is the time now where you got to get in the fight. It's not about taking it easy. The fun times will be down the road at some point. The sales are coming. That's the time when you want to buy your big screen TVs and your cars and all the toys and all that. Right now, you need to be really protecting yourself. And this is how I'm doing it. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not too clear, but I just ordered 2 more ounces of gold. These are buffaloes. Got them at SD Bullion, and people continue to ask me where I buy my metals. I buy them strictly from SD Bullion. I have a link down below in the description box. Check it out. They've been absolutely phenomenal. So I just got these today. I want to show that, okay? I want to show this to you because this may save my life. This may put me in a very good position when the dust settles after this collapse. This is truly God's money. This is real money right here. This is the real money, not that paper fiat monopoly money. And this is crucial today. And if you can't afford this, go get yourself some silver. I think silver is going to be huge. Even though we're seeing volatility in the metals right now, they've pulled back a little bit. Opportunity this weekend. So cut out the Starbucks and the $7 lattes that you're drinking every day and giving your money to a company like that really hates you, and start buying an ounce of silver every week, or a couple ounces of silver every week. Buy what you can right now, because time is not your friend, ladies and gentlemen. It is against you. We are running out of time. And right now, this is the opportunity to buy 2 of the most undervalued assets on planet Earth. Don't go out and buy a big screen TV. Don't go out and buy a bunch of retail garbage and blow your money. Set yourself up to prosper after this collapse. There's going to be plenty of sales. Everything is going to be going on sale. You don't need to be impressing anybody. What you need to be doing is making sure that you're protecting you and your family. And this is the way I do it. I'm walking the walk the best that I can. And so that means I have to cut out certain things. Cutting out going to, to the big restaurants, cutting out having the $7 lattes. I would never buy one at Starbucks. I'm not going to, spend $7 for a latte. But I've cut out the vacations. I've cut out the cars. I've cut out a lot of things, and I've really had to hunker down and be extremely conservative with my money. And so the time right now is to hunker down, not to be irresponsible and spend in this economy, because this economy right now is on borrowed time. And if you are not protecting yourself financially, you're going to be on borrowed time. That's all I can say. So I'm going to leave it right there today. But I don't care if this goes down $100 on Monday, up $100 on Monday. I don't care. If it continues to go down, I'll buy more. I'll probably even be forced to buy more as it goes up, because holding on to this monopoly money is beginning to really concern me. So when you buy this stuff, put it away, put it in a safe place. I put mine in multiple safe places that I can get to in a time of emergency. Put it away, forget about it. And you know what? Hope you never ever have to use this stuff. At the end of the day, I can afford to be wrong. The question is, can you afford for me to be right? Have a great weekend.